It looks like they took a fake leg and folded it up to make. It looks like he was standing, and then they put a fake puppet leg up for him to hold on to because he can't sit that way. Look at that! And where the fuck is the rest of Ellie Sadler at? You can't sit. There's nothing behind his leg where the rest of her should be. Where's her feet at, dude? What the fuck is this?
Like,
God.
look at there. Like, there's nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. You should see something, a part of her from that. Her the rest of her. What? Nope. All right.
Welcome to the Atomic Cult Media Podcast. I'm Wes, and this is my co-op partner in Turtles in Time, Lucas.
My mask is purple.
Today we are covering the Fallout Season 2 finale. Give our thoughts on that. Some Super Bowl ad outrage. And Dan Trachtenberg might not be making any more Predator movies.
Shit, that's new.
Yeah. I'm going to drop that on you. But as we do every week, I want to dive into what we're watching or what we've been playing. So, what have you been playing or watching?
Me? Oh, okay. I'll go first. I haven't watched anything besides the Fallout finale. I did, is that true? Yeah, that's true. And then I watched, I've been playing, well, I kind of was like, I'm still kind of playing a little bit of Fallout 4, but I started playing, I modded my arcade stick. I put a new stick and new buttons in there. So I've been kind of just fucking around with different like fighting games and stuff to try to see how it feels. And it's working pretty good. So,
what kind of fighting stick? Really it's just a regular fighting stick. It's not like the piano thing.
It's no. I don't use the piano. I don't like those. That's not to say that, I mean, those things have their advantages and stuff, but I am not one of those guys. It's a joystick because honestly, I play more like regular games with it than I do fighting games anymore with it. I'd rather, like, I play like arcade games or, emulation and stuff like that. So it's mostly kind of for stuff like that, but I upgraded the parts to, they're like better quality parts, but it's pretty nice. I'm enjoying it. And then, was there anything else that I was playing recently? I don't think so. Not really anything new. I've been looking for something new to play, but I haven't really found anything that struck my fancy yet, I guess. What about you? Oh, excuse me, sorry, I don't mean to yawn. Oh.
Well, I mentioned last week, I've been watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I watched the latest episode. I think this might be one of the best shows of the year. I'm calling it right now.
Damn.
It's only February.
Okay.
I really love this show. It's very charming. It's got some really dramatic moments. It's got like a great balance of everything. I've been loving it. And the thing is like, unlike shows going on now where you have to wait 2 or 3 years for a season, they're already filming season 2, and it's based off 3 books. So it's going to be a complete series. It's going to have a yearly release. Although George R.R. Martin said he's got ideas for more stories with these 2 characters. So it might go on a little
better
further.
Hurry up. That dusty old sailor-looking dude is not getting younger.
Yeah, he even finished like his main series that started it. But yeah,
guy looks like a fucking lighthouse attendant.
He's got, he might be. I mean, he's got all that time to come up with this entire universe in his mind. I've been watching Shrinking on Apple TV.
Man, that's a show I've been wanting to watch really bad. Is that on the Plex?
Yeah, I just put it on the Plex. It's
all
got that Jason
or just
Segel.
The new shit?
All of it. Because I haven't. Cool, I just started it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm liking it. It's like one of those easy watching shows I can just throw on while I eat lunch or whatever. But it's probably from the same guy as Ted Lasso because it's got that same positivity sort of thing with Ted Lasso, but it is very funny.
Bill Lawrence.
Yeah. I believe he created this, but yeah, it definitely feels like that, like this kind of positive thing around it. And it's about Jason Segel. He's like a guy that lost his wife and how he's dealing with it, and he's like a therapist, and Harrison Ford plays his boss in it. One thing
This
I
is
really
like the
about
only
it,
role Harrison Ford has ever talked positively about that I've seen.
really, yeah. Well, he acts like
yeah, 'cause,
himself, like a curmudgeon.
Yeah. But
He's
no, I'm
pretty
sorry, I
good in
didn't mean
it.
to interrupt you.
No. My favorite character in it, Ted McGinley's in it, and he's just
No
like
shit.
this.
Oh my God.
He's just this side character who's like shows up and says funny shit all the time.
That's the fucking neighbor from Married with Children, right? That guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always the
Holy
guy they
shit.
said that killed TV shows when he showed up. Like if he showed up, that meant that the show was going downhill. But he's really funny in it. Krista Miller is in this, and I did not recognize her for like the first few episodes. Krista Miller played Kate O'Brien in the Drew Carey Show.
Yeah.
Of course,
and I know her as John C. McGinley's wife at Scrubs. That's where I know her mostly from.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, I did not recognize her because I never watched Scrubs. I remember her on the Drew Carey Show. I'm like, who is that? Because she got older, but she also had some work done.
She's one of those people that's like, what's her name? God, she's like, she's proud to admit that she's had work done. She gets it done all the time and shit like that. But yeah, that's Bill Lawrence's wife, by the way.
Really?
That
I
she's
didn't know
in
that
Cougar
either.
Town. He did Cougar Town. She's in Scrubs. He did Scrubs. So
Okay,
if
all
he's
right.
the one that did Shrinking, then yeah.
Yeah, I think you would like it though. It's like sitcom.
I definitely would.
Energy to it.
I like Scrubs. I'm one of those people. I think most people are not like fans of that kind of, but I think Scrubs is a pretty good show. I really enjoy it. I've been rewatching the fuck out of it a lot lately because the reboot's coming out the end of this month, and I'm looking forward to that. So
I never really watched Scrubs because I don't know, Zach Braff. He kind of rubs me the wrong way somehow. But I've always heard really good things about Scrubs.
That's the problem, is that the show doesn't just focus on him. It's through his eyes, yes, but I mean, there's a lot of times he's the B or the C story too. Like honestly, like it really does shine a light on everybody else. And it's a fucking heartwarming show. And yeah, that was my thing too, was like, I'd go to Walmart and I'd pass by here's Scrubs season 2, and I'd have to look at that guy's fucking face, you know. I mean, like, God damn. But then I tried watching the show, and it's good, you know. It was good, like, so I don't know. But it's not for everybody. It's you know, that's the show I recommend to people when people recommend to me fucking The Big Bang Theory. Because I'm like, nah, I'm never watching that. That shit it's, you know what I mean? I'm like, then if you want me to watch that, then you watch Scrubs. You tell me which is the better show. And I would say Scrubs, hands down.
Also, Penny, she's always watching murder documentaries. So I sat down.
Of course, because she's got to learn how to kill you and get away with it. That's the only reason women watch those murder documentaries. Is like, one of these days I've got to kill this motherfucker and get away with it and get all his money. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, I'm just bringing this up because I watched this. It was like an hour and a half documentary on Netflix. I watched it with her. I don't usually watch them because she's usually watching the shit tier ones from Discovery Channel.
Like from 1995 and shit. And it ended up in murder. That fucking guy. You know who I'm talking about? The guy that announced, he was the announcer for the New Detectives, or I can't remember. My mom watched this show religiously all the fucking time, but the way the guy said the word murder would just drive me fucking insane. And and that was what drove her to, and there'd always be a beat, murder. He hits that D really hard with his tongue. I don't know how to describe it. It's fucking would drive me insane. But anyways, yeah. So Penny watches the D tier murder documentaries.
Yeah, but watch this one on Lucy Letby, who is in England, who apparently murdered a bunch of babies when she was a nurse. The only reason I'm bringing this up is, you know how sometimes they'll interview people and they'll hide who they are because they don't want to have their identity out there in the public. They used
will you put the monster voice on me?
They use generative AI on these people, okay? It was so fucking distracting. Like they had that like weird sheen to them and everything. Their eyes looked a little dead. And then, okay, this one had red hair, just like this really red hair, not realistic at all.
Let me try to understand something first before you go on. So, okay, they were trying to disguise who these people actually were, so they used AI to make them look fucking different. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
What
like
the fuck?
it still had their mouth movements and their expressions and everything, but they had a layer of AI over them.
Jesus Christ. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? They had in the corner. I'm like, it went by really fast, like something in the corner, and they looked fucking weird. I'm like, wait, I had to rewind to see what that said. Is like, this guy's using special effects. I'm like, oh my God. And then one of them was her childhood friend. She had like this really long, like red hair. It's like red hair. And they had this shot from her in the back where the hair was like laying down on her like black shirt. You could see the red bleeding into the fucking shirt behind her. Like this, it was bleeding between the end of the strands of hair. I'm like, God damn, like this is fucked up. It's like, I was kind of interested in the documentary, but that was like just so distracting. So that's like, that's why I wanted to bring that up. But in what I'm playing, I think I'm starting to get back into Helldivers 2.
Okay.
Because it's the second anniversary campaign, and it's like the invasion of Cyberstan, which is the automaton homeworld.
Okay.
It says if you fail the thing, like it's a whole community thing. Rumors suggest that Super Earth invasion event will happen after that. They've been kind of releasing this binary code, and the binary code says shit your pants.
All right.
And it just
okay.
I guess they're teasing like a massive boss unit or something that's gonna drop. But they released some new toys like the Bastion tank. Like now you have a tank that you can buy and have it dropped from your ship and drive it around and blast shit. But
didn't they do that last year where you could drop a mech from your ship and it basically every time it would land, it would just blow the fuck up because it sunk so bad? It was like a meme on purpose or something. Wasn't that what it was? Like you were like, yeah, this thing's awesome, because they were trying to make you feel like you were gonna do like it was like you're summoning Ed 209 basically. It never worked.
And
it always
can't go down the stairs.
Up. Yeah.
I'm interested in this though. It's like I'm kind of getting back into it. It says the game is from horde shooter to a tactical vehicle sim, I guess. So it requires a driver and a gun. And then I don't know. It's like they buffed the melee and better SMGs. So I think they buffed the melee to like 50% more powerful. So it's more like a more tactical thing instead of like a desperate maneuver, you know. But I don't know. I'm getting back into that. It's like sometimes I know we both kind of play. You probably play more than I do, but Arc Raiders, I get into that sometimes, and that's just more like a chill game for me. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's like, what am I doing? Collecting trash and bringing it back and building shit and then going back.
Okay, now I'll explain. See, I watch a buddy of mine play Arc Raiders, and he's really good. And when you're really good and you have good weapons, then you actually go and you start hunting those arcs that look like fucking bosses from Super Contra. You know what I mean? Like there's these fucking big goddamn spiders that are just walking all over the environment, and you're basically having to team up with everybody else to blow these things up. And then when you finally kill one, there's like 300 dots all over the thing where you could just loot, because you know the circles are like, this is where loot is. So that's what that game becomes. But I will say it's more of a slow burn thing, whereas with Helldivers, shit goes pear-shaped real fucking quick in that game. So I know what you mean. It's more of a slow burn kind of thing with Arc Raiders. It takes a while, because I'm not to that point yet either. I'm just like, hey, what's up, Raider? And I'm just stealing I'm stealing teddy bears to make my cock bigger, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But yes. Now, here's what I'll say. I want to get back into Helldivers 2, but it's one of those games where my computer will run it and it runs it good, but I want to play that game with like the best settings. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm waiting to build a new, because that's kind of how Arc Raiders is for me. I can't really play it though. I can play it and it plays well, but I bought Arc Raiders also for my Xbox Series X, and it looks way better, but I'm not good at playing games with a controller anymore. I'm more of a mouse keyboard guy, so it's like I'm fucked either way. So, but I would love to play Helldivers 2 again and get more serious with that game, because I never was very good at it, But I also feel like, you should be able to play that game without having to play with other fucking. If it's going to let you go down solo, then it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's
yeah. I
don't want to have to play that game with other people if I just want to. I'm waking up and nobody else is around. I just want to play, kind of like that.
I hop in with like randoms, but most of my experience, like people don't really talk, but they're pretty helpful. I mean, it's not a very toxic game, so that's what I kind of like about it.
It's not the toxicity I'm worried about, but that's also the thing. It's like nobody says anything. Okay, well, fuck that. I don't have to play again. I don't have to say anything either, but I'll just play by my, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't know. It's kind of like that. Like, it should be a game. I feel like it would be nice if it wasn't so hard to play by yourself. I'm not saying to make the game easier. I'm just saying, well, I guess maybe in a rudimentary way I am, but I play that game by myself, and I've done okay by myself, but it's very clear they don't want you to play that game by yourself.
Yeah.
Whenever you go down, and I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't want to feel like I have to, that'd be like if I had to play Fortnite with if I had to. That wouldn't be fun, Because sometimes people just go and do whatever the fuck they want anyway. They're not really a team. They're just kind of people.
Well, I mean, if we can schedule something, we could play together sometime. So I'm trying to get back into it. I was like pretty good at it. And then now I'm like trying to build back up to see like so many things have changed in it. So I got to kind of get used to it again. But all right, that's all I have for what I'm playing. But I do have a new piece of physical media that I want to show off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's a movie Penny's been wanting to watch. And I figured, why the hell not? But I wanted to get like a premium format of it, the boutique Blu-ray of it. And Lionsgate, there was Lionsgate's got a special edition of it, and they've been doing limited special editions, but it was like, I don't know, like $40. I didn't really want to pay that much for it, and I found it cheaper through Arrow Video, but it was only in England that they released it, so I got off eBay. But fortunately, 4K Blu-rays are region free, but this is what I got. Battle Royale.
Okay, nice. Yes.
On Arrow.
That's I noticed that you had all of those on the Plex. I watched, so a buddy of mine streamed that on his stream, Battle Royale, and I caught about 75 to 80% of that movie watching it on his stream. That movie is the shit. Like, it's fucking insane. Yeah. And then knowing the Hunger Games exist, it's like, ugh. That's what kind of spurred it a little bit, because we've been watching movies in the theater and they kept showing like the next prequel to the Hunger Games, like the trailer. I'm like, just watch Battle Royale. I tell her that every time. Yeah. It's like, and then eventually just bought it, and hers really good quality. It's got some Lionsgate released this after Arrow, but there's a documentary by Arrow Video on here that's not on the Lionsgate one too. So okay, I heard they're pretty close in quality too. But they had like a whole box set of this. So there's a original theatrical version, and then there's the uncut version. But you know how they have like the special like big boxes of these movies that are limited edition through Arrow? Well, yeah. It had the Arrow one had the sequel to it in it too. So I've never seen the sequel though. But that's my media that I bought recently. So adding to the boutique bullshit on my shelf. I did not really get anything this week. I did, but it was it was parts for a joystick, so I can't really. It's not really anything I can
can't show
show
it off.
off. And then tomorrow, my new speaker setup should get here because I had to get new. For some reason, I have these Bose speakers which are really good, but I have they plug into the 3.5 jack in the back, but like every once in a while, it'll go soft and it'll go loud, and I've tried everything I can, but like I have so many wires back there, so I'm just going with a wireless setup, and we'll see how that goes. But again, I know that's not media. That's like just hardware and shit. But I haven't. There hasn't been anything that's struck my fancy to buy as far as something like that yet, technically. So I might get more vinyl here pretty soon. But
Yeah, you're the vinyl guy. I'm the boutique Blu-ray guy. 4K.
well, I like those Arrow video releases too. I just haven't I just honestly haven't even thought to go and get any for a while.
Yeah, I mean you kind of got me back onto that anyway, like the
I?
Arrow videos and stuff. Yeah, because I wasn't really even buying much in that way. But hell, it's better than buying like a lot of these kind of like basic ass things with no features on it, like one battle after
and they're
another.
Not
You
much
have to buy
more, dude.
Yeah.
They're always on sale, $25 fucking dollars, man, and you're getting the hell. I got that True Romance. I don't even think it was 25. It comes with a whole book, a goddamn poster that's done in like the pulp style and everything. And hey, my wife's been asking. She's like, "Hey, True Romance, is that a good movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna watch that together though." So that's good. I'm gonna get to rewatch that soon. That's gonna be awesome as shit. We got over here, motherfucking Charlie Bronson. But yeah.
Well, Penny loved it, and then she even she loved Natural Born Killers even more. So.
Now you need to be watching her real carefully because
exactly
she's inserting too much of herself into these characters that are not redeemable. Okay, she's a murderer, and she should not be. I can understand, but with Alabama, but with Mallory Knox, that's a big.
Yeah.
Get to see through shower curtains, Wes.
I was wondering how she would take it because, shit you not, the only movie I ever hated the first time I watched it, and I watched it again like a day or probably a day later because I rented it on VHS, and I loved it the second time, was Natural Born Killers. Like, I fucking hated that movie so much after I watched it the first time. I watched it the second time, it kind of clicked with me. I'm like, okay, I kind of get it now. And I was very young. I got it when it first came out on VHS, so I was like 15 or something. But yeah, I was surprised she liked it more than True Romance. But
bro, I think that movie came out when we was 12. I'm pretty sure that movie came out in 1994. Might have been 13. So yeah, I mean that's a young time to fucking be like. The second time the violence really, really appealed to me. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. But I know I like that movie too. It's still kind of a hard watch though, man. But I get it. Like it is, but it's a good movie. It's a good movie. I think I just rewatched it like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that long ago I rewatched that.
It holds up, I think. Especially like his aesthetic to it. That's what I really like about it. Like it just captures the mid 90s so well in that. All right, so to the news section. Yeah, fuck you, Scagnity. All right, so some Super Bowl ads. I'm not going to watch a bunch of them. There's just two I want to talk about. So did you see the?
I've not seen any of them. I've not seen any of them.
All right. So you haven't seen the Jurassic Park Xfinity one. Fucking terrible. No. Okay. So I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I wanted to show this to you. Well, maybe we'll watch it. Why the hell not?
Doesn't matter. How long is it?
It's not that long. It's not very long. Okay. It's 1:45. I want to just show you how terrible it is. So I want to share my screen here. Make sure I don't close it. All right. Turn on sound. There we go. It's kind of funny because they released these like a week before the Super Bowl. God.
And he's sitting in the goddamn pose.
Yeah. Remember how they had cell phones in 1993?
Dude, go back to where he's sitting on the grass there.
The fucked up, like, de-aging of this.
It's not even. Look at that shit. It's more. Look how unnatural that. Look at his leg.
I know.
It looks like they took a fake leg and folded it up to. It looks like he was standing, and then they put a fake puppet leg up for him to hold on to because he can't sit that way. Look at that. And where the fuck is the rest of Ellie Sadler at? You can't sit. There's nothing behind his leg where the rest of her should be. Where's her fucking feet at, dude? What the fuck is this?
Like, look at there. Like, there's nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. You should see something, a part of her from that. Her fucking, the rest of her. What? Nope. All right. Yeah.
All right. Let's watch it in motion here.
He looks like go back. Look at that. He looks like Bilbo fucking Baggins or some shit in that shot. That's fucking bad, dude. Yeah.
And she's just
when he turns around and looks. He's fucking going. I can't even do it, dude.
Is that her hand? Okay, what the fuck's going on with the hands here, though? That's supposed to be her hand,
okay.
right?
Where you was pointing underneath his leg, you should be able to see the rest of her. Sit like
Exactly.
This is bad. This is fucking bad. God
All
damn.
Right. You know who directed this? Taika Waititi.
Brett Ratner. Are you serious?
Yeah. He's doing anything for a paycheck. And then it seems like the de-aging, like, okay, Laura Dern don't look that bad, but Laura Dern has like aged pretty well.
She always had, but she's aged well, and she's old. Yeah, she hasn't had any like work done. But like to Sam Neill, I've seen Sam Neill. He's old. But like, fucking Jeff Goldblum doesn't look bad. Like doesn't look bad these days.
I think he looks. I think they didn't look bad at first.
Look, in real life is what I'm saying. He doesn't look bad, but here he looks terrible. Here, this is fucking bad. He looks like that fucking podcast host. What's that guy's name? Oh fuck! It's like a comedy podcast. What's his name? Sam.
Is it the guy
Sam Friedland or something like that? The Adam Friedland Show or some shit like that. Look at that! Look at where he's like right there. That looks bad. That looks bad, dude. He looks like a fucking grandma in that shot right there. Holy shit! This is terrible. This is fucking terrible.
And that's not even taking
I hate this. He looks like Desi Arnaz right there. Look at that shit. What the fuck is going on?
We've been watching Fallout, and then
Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great in Fallout. It looked good in Fallout. I didn't think it was bad in Fallout.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at Jeff Goldblum on this one.
I know.
He's wearing.
He looks like Ray Romano.
It looks like someone wearing the skin face of the face skin of Jeff Goldblum and acting like him.
Fuck, man. This is bad.
I know. But
and there's
another
one. There's another bad commercial. You said there was two?
No. This is one I have not seen yet. And it is the you probably already seen it though.
I have not seen anything. I don't seek this shit out.
Let's see. Stop sharing. Okay. So the other one is the Michael Jackson biopic trailer. Have you seen it?
I've seen pictures. I have not seen the trailer.
Okay. I haven't either. So this is like an actual reaction.
Okay.
So I'll share this.
But this is supposed to have like pretty good. People are saying good things about it, right? Or no?
It's been a fucking mess, honestly, because apparently they had to change. Okay, I think this is being split into two movies, first of all.
God damn it.
And then they had to change the ending of this because they weren't allowed to talk about the sexual abuse allegations. So,
okay,
this is going to be a very biased look at Michael Jackson's life, but I'm still interested in it, and it'll make $1 billion, just like Bohemian Rhapsody made $1 billion, even though it's kind of a shit movie,
God.
right?
Dude, Bohemian Rhapsody. Dude, that's the one time look, my dad was a lot of things to me growing up, but the only time I really wanted to hit him was when he said the Bohemian Rhapsody was a good movie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I still want to hit you because you said that.
But it made like $900 million. So,
and it sucked.
I think, yeah. And no matter the quality of this, it's going to make a ton of money because people want to go to the theater to hear Michael Jackson's music, just like they went to the theater to see Queen's music or hear the Queen's music, even though the movie was crap. But here is the Michael trailer that neither of us have seen.
You got bubbles at least. God damn it.
CGI bubbles.
Was that Pete Davidson? Surely I saw that wrong. That looks like Pete. Is that Pete Davidson? It sure fucking
that
looks
guy
like
with the bucket
him.
hat?
Yeah, the guy with the bucket hat. For real.
Okay. We get a
it didn't
better
look
shot
like
of
him
him here.
in the shot with the car.
What?
They don't look like him there, but
no.
Okay, it must not be. Okay, I don't know, dude. That was all right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract. Well, okay, but look at him in this shot after CGI bubbles. Look at him right there. That's fucking Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson and light-skinned blackface. The Pepsi burn.
This is an Antoine Fuqua movie?
Yep.
Well, I'm unimpressed.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked like a biopic.
That motherfucker
biopic.
looks bad. He does not look. Okay, look. It looks like they tried to put way too much makeup on him to make him look like Michael Jackson, and it didn't work. This is not a thing. Of course he's not going to look like Michael Jackson. I'm not saying that. The guy looks like somebody tried to make him look Egyptian or something. It just doesn't, I don't know. He's very uncanny valley. Also, just about every shot where there's a concert also is, of course, that's CGI. And he's looking at a sunset. That's it. I don't know, man. I don't look. Here's the thing. I like Michael Jackson's music. I didn't give a fuck about Michael Jackson. I didn't give a fuck. I'm not especially the older I am, I'm not into celebrity that much. I would much rather watch a documentary about Michael Jackson than I would want to watch a movie, an actual, like one of these, a biopic or whatever, because I mean, even though, I mean, I liked the Bob Dylan one, but it wasn't correct. It was wrong too. But I mean, if they didn't have to put any makeup on that motherfucker to make him kind of resemble young Bob Dylan, this guy, and apparently this is a family member playing him too, right? Isn't he like a member of the Jackson family? Yeah, a nephew or something, and he don't look, and then also when you say that, you definitely could say it's very clearly biased. And we all know that the dad was a huge douchebag. They seem like they're trying to make him seem like less of a douchebag in this movie. He seems like a stern man instead of I'm gonna beat the shit out of my kids until they sing really high. I'm gonna chemically castrate my son. That's a rumor, but you know what I mean. Like that. You know what I mean. So who is telling this story and who's okay in it? I don't know. I think another thing too is I just have so much fatigue about Michael Jackson, all of it, Every 2 years, here's a documentary. Oh yeah, he definitely diddled kids, and then it's the same old thing, and or this or that. And I'm not trying to bring that kind of shit, but it's just like this guy went from the biggest, I mean, people still haven't matched his sales in certain degrees as far as this guy was a superstar. I mean, a superstar. This guy he had the fucking invincibility star from Super Mario Brothers, but then fucking somewhere along the lines, shit went bad. But, beyond all the struggles he went through as an artist, or the struggles anybody that is that kind of a, that guy, when you're the most popular motherfucker in the world, you can't get out of the spotlight. There's no way, there's no privacy, there's no nothing. So who knows what's true, what's not true, and things like that. But my bigger point is, ever since the early scandals in the early 90s, it's just been every couple of years something happens here or there, or this, and or and even with like his kids, like, oh, Paris Jackson's a junkie and this and that, and or whatever, and it's like, can't we just leave these poor motherfuckers alone? Like, you got his music. You got his music. I mean, I listen to fucking Michael Jackson tunes every once in a goddamn while. Guy was a songsmith, and. But I see this. I see this trailer, and I'm kind of seeing the same thing as Bohemian Rhapsody. Really, it's going to be very saccharine. It's going to be very generic. It's not going to be very biting. And you CGI'd a monkey, and or a chimpanzee. I'm sorry, and I didn't recognize any of the, except Miles Teller. There was a half a second shot of Miles Teller. Who the fuck is he playing in this? Do you have any idea? Like a half a second shot of Miles Teller in there. And I like Miles Teller.
Let's see. I do like the fact that Coleman Domingo is in it, playing his dad. I always like him and pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's right. Coleman, it was hard for me to kind of tell that was him. I didn't realize that. That's Coleman Domingo. Holy shit, okay.
Miles Teller stars as the attorney, John Branca, in the biopic, Michael Jackson's attorney and manager. Yeah, it's just like Teller mentioned in interviews he met with the real John Branca to prepare for the role. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of, of course there's controversy. Everything's got controversy, but it's like, I guess, like major script adjustments. This was supposed to come out last year, and they had to do major reshoots because of the legal sensitivities of the Jackson estate. So it's like even his own daughter, Paris Jackson, has been vocal about her reservations on the movie. So, yeah,
well, and it's like when they did. Remember the Jimi Hendrix biopic that came out? Nope, no one does. You know why?
Nope.
Because he wasn't allowed to use any of the goddamn music. They said, yeah, you can make a story about Jimi Hendrix's life. Can't use any of his music, not one lick, not one. They still made the fucking movie, and no one watched it, because why would you? It's just, it goes to your point. The only reason people are going to watch this shit is because they want to see the tunes. My counter argument is, go to fucking Spotify and type in Michael Jackson. So there you go. But I'm a cynical prick, so fuck me, right? I don't know. That's how I see. It doesn't look good to me. I'm not going to watch it, even because I'm not going to watch it. That doesn't look interesting to me. And time will tell. We all know, maybe it will make $1 billion. It don't seem to me like it's going to make no billion of fucking dollars. Okay, honest question. How many, do your kids listen to Michael Jackson? I don't think my son has listened to one Michael Jackson song. Ironically,
Evan had a phase when he was younger when that This Is It came out, where he was just in love with Michael Jackson. So
okay, well,
yeah,
that's fair, but the reason I ask is because I wonder who this is gauged for. Is it really for the old heads, or are they trying to catch younger people in? That's why I ask, because I don't know anybody young that listens to Michael Jackson or even really honestly knows who he is. Like, there's even people are starting to not know who the fuck Elvis is. You know what I mean? Like, these younger generations. So, and he was older, but still.
I think he's pervasive enough in the culture. Like, I watched this documentary on a plane, just a documentary about Michael Jackson's influence, his dancing, his music. Like, all pop music has took something from Michael Jackson, what he created in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like the dance moves, the K-pop is popular. They took a lot of moves from Michael Jackson. Like, I think it's going to make bank internationally, everywhere.
Internationally, it probably will do better. Yeah, for sure. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Like, overall, I think it'll be $1 billion movie. And then that's not that's not like a judgment on the quality either. Real shit movies make a lot of money. Jurassic World Rebirth or whatever made about $1 billion. That movie fucking sucked. And they're gonna make more sucky movies like that because it makes money. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it looks terrible. I'll probably go see it since I have like AMC A-list and Penny will probably want to see it. But I don't have hopes for it being like an accurate portrayal, one, or a very good movie. I'm like, I'll just take it at face value for what it is and know it's like kind of like a doctored sort of rose-tinted glasses look at Michael Jackson. Hopefully they don't like take it too light on his dad and stuff, but I don't know. Who knows?
He didn't pull his belt out and look like he was going to menacingly whip all his kids. So, I mean, that motherfucker was apparently like putting cigarettes out on these motherfuckers and shit. So, I mean,
that's crazy. I know there was like that made-for-TV movie about them growing up with him and stuff. I remember that in the early 90s. But
that was on ABC when we was in like 5th grade.
Yeah, that was a talk of the country when we had a monoculture.
I just remember those 5 more days. The Jacksons, 4 more days. Every day it had a new commercial about how like the wait is over in 3 more days, and it sucked.
Scream 7's coming out, and there hasn't been a whole lot of marketing for it. But there is some controversy about it, about the marketing that they have released. So I think this movie is going to suck, first of all. But first of all, there's the AI controversy. So they launched this partnership with Meta AI where fans can scan a QR code and insert themselves into the movie. Critics find this ironic and tone deaf, especially if the film's plot involves Ghostface using AI, which is a popular rumor. It feels like they're replacing creative viral marketing like Scream's Ghostface sightings with soulless tech. And it looks like dog shit. Like I seen like the part where Ghostface is stabbing in the wall and then you can insert yourself in the wall and stuff. So, oh my God. Meta AI. But they have...
I don't even know what to fucking say. Like,
yeah. And that's not it. I mean, it has Matthew Lillard is in it, but they haven't showed him in any of the marketing. So I don't know what the AI... the movie's gonna fucking suck. I think
they've been sketchy about that too. It's like, oh, Matthew Lillard's gonna be. He fucking died 27 years ago, or no, 30. It was 30 years ago now. The first Scream came out in 96, right? God damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be the villain in Scream 3, and he was supposed to like have like a whole cult of like of Ghostface with him. But then they thought that was too close to like Columbine and shit, where he was, I don't know, like school violence and stuff. But
Scream 3 came out in 2001, I thought, right? Or 2000?
I guess that's true. Well,
yeah, because Columbine was 90. Scream and Scream 2 definitely came out when we was in high school, but I don't think Scream 3 did. I thought Scream 3 was more, it was like the year 2000 or 2001 maybe. I'll check it out. No. Kitty, Link.
Came out in 2000.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. All I remember about that movie was Courtney Cox's shitty bangs.
And then there was another one that's like a partnership with gambling app Polymarket, is where the canceled YouTuber comparison came from, letting people bet on character survival, e.g., will Sidney Prescott survive, is being viewed as a cheap way to monetize the base's anxiety over the franchise's direction. So, yeah, we got Polymarket and
online
AI.
Gambling is Jesus Christ.
Polymarket is where you can bet on anything, So
yeah, I know.
It's just that's Paramount for you, I guess. All right, so Dan Trachtenberg looks like he's not gonna be making any Predator movies anymore because he just made a first look deal with Paramount, the gambling app AI meta people. He signed a 3-year deal with Paramount. Essentially means Paramount gets first dibs on any of his scripts or ideas because he's tied up with them. He likely won't have the bandwidth to direct more Predator films, which are under Disney and Hulu for at least 3 years. I mean, kind of sucks, I guess. I don't really like Paramount at all, but it's kind of
Yeah,
interesting though.
that really
Yeah, go.
sucks.
What are
No,
your
I mean, that's
thoughts
all
on
I
it?
had. I didn't know anything about it.
Did you watch Badlands yet?
I haven't. I really want to. I need to. It's on Hulu now, right?
Yeah, you really like Prey, and I love Prey as well. That's pretty high up there with my favorite Predator movies. Badlands.
You seemed to like Badlands though. You didn't give it too bad of a review.
Yeah, I like Badlands enough, but I don't know. It kind of like loses
They tried
the
to
hard
make
edge.
it for everyone instead of a rated R movie. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It doesn't have the hard edge of Prey, even. Like, it's kind of like Disney-fied a little bit. So, but
okay,
this is kind of interesting. Is he going to try to revitalize some IPs on the Paramount side? And what IPs would those be? You know? So, kind of like he did with Predator in 2018, there's a theory that Paramount wants him to do a take on Terminator.
don't care.
What if he prayed Terminator?
Don't care.
Okay.
It's the whole Terminator franchise is just honestly too fucked. I couldn't look. I know I'm being cynical asshole right now, but look, I'll give you my here. Well, let's go to a different theory. He does a different take on the third Terminator movie. Nope, don't care, because I don't want another. We're not gonna redo a sequel because you fucked up already. That's the thing is what are you going to do? Reboot the whole fucking franchise? What am I always hammering at home on here, Wes? Where's the original shit? I don't want this motherfucker to redo the goddamn. It's not going to be good. Who gives a fuck? It's not. Come on. What was the last good Terminator movie, Wes? It was Terminator 2. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Terminator 3 sucked. Terminator Genesis sucked. The one with Chris Bale sucked. The one where they fucking shot John Connor in the fucking head 5 minutes of the movie, it sucked. I watched them all. They all fucking sucked. They all sucked. The only reason people liked the Terminator with Christian Bale in it was because he went off on the fucking florist or whatever the guy that got in his fucking way was on set, and he yelled at him for 45 fucking minutes because Christian was out of goddamn coke that day or whatever. And who cares? And so now you're gonna get Dan Trachtenberg. Oh, good, you did great job with Predator. Great, fucking. Is that all you're good at, is just revitalizing shit? And now you're going to take something that's basically been a turd for 25 fucking years and you're going to suddenly turn this motherfucker around? No, dude, it's just not going to happen. I don't see it. And honestly, from what you say about Predator Badlands, that's mostly what I've heard from other people too. I didn't hear it was a bad movie though. Prey was good, but here's also what I'll say. I don't did Spielberg only do Jaws movies? Did fucking did anybody is this guy just going to be known as I did Predator and then I did Terminator? You know what I mean? It's there's so many things I'm pissed off about just even hearing any of this shit right now. That's why I'm going the fuck off. I care, but I don't fucking care because it's just the same shit over and over again. Cool, he's rumored he's going to do Terminator. I don't give a fuck. It's not going to be good. It's going to okay, I'll let you be optimistic, Wes. What do you think he's going to do for the Terminator franchise?
I am the optimist here, okay? And first of all,
I'm not trying to put you in that position, but if you are, I won't take it away from you.
Well, this is our dynamic, okay? You're more of the cynic, and I think I'm more of the optimist, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have as much of a hate boner for Terminator 3 or Salvation. I think both of them do interesting things, even though, I mean, nothing's going to compare to Terminator 2. Like, Terminator 2 is like probably the greatest action movie of all time. Probably one of the best sequels of all time. Nothing's going to match that, but there are elements of Terminator 3 and Salvation that I like. Genesis can just eat shit. I fucking hated that. And I think the last one was okay. They shouldn't have killed John Connor, especially when James Cameron's bitching about them killing off Hicks and Newt in Alien 3, but he kills off John Connor in that movie, the movie he produced. But anyway.
But he only produced that though. I mean, it's like it's fucking James Cameron's involved. Dude, I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
with the Terminator thing, would you say the same thing before he made Prey?
Okay, what did Dan Trachtenberg do before any Predator movie? Because I only know him for Predator movies, and I'm not the movie guy. So what is this guy known for?
He was a podcaster on a movie podcast, and then he made Cloverfield Lane, the one with John Goodman, which is a fucking
and that
great
one was really
movie.
good.
Dan Trachtenberg. What else did he do besides that? I'm gonna look up his. He made a fan movie of Portal. Pretty much the only other major release he did was 10 Cloverfield Lane, and then he moved on to Prey, and then he's been doing the Predator thing for a while.
Yeah. See, okay.
The direction I would assume he's taking is like Prey, just bring it back to its roots. Make it more of a sort of smaller scale slasher movie like the first movie, right? I mean, that's what I've been saying. Like, that's what I want them to do with Jurassic Park, but they won't do that with Jurassic Park because Jurassic Park is making a bunch of money. Bring it back to basics. You don't need fucking all these time travel shenanigans. Of course, there's a little time travel, but make it just a robot chasing somebody, and put whatever story you want on it. It doesn't need to tie back to fucking John Connor again, rather than just like a bloated action sequel or anything like that.
Well,
that's what I'm assuming.
The thing for me, Wes, though, and maybe I'm looking at it too obtusely, Terminator revolves around Sarah and John Connor. It's the whole reason it exists. It's the whole reason everything is anything. Skynet, all this shit is rooted in them. So if you're going to make a side story about something else in the Terminator universe, they've done that. And like, okay, the Salvation, the one with Christian Bale in it, was that Salvation? Okay, now that literally only took place in the future part, right? That was what I hated about that movie. I don't want to just see. The reason why Terminator and Terminator 2 was good, in my opinion, was because you got to see those glimpses of the future, but then you're in the present when those movies take place with that futuristic kind of stuff. And again, obviously they can't remake a goddamn, they could, but also I don't think that's a good idea either, Wes. Like, okay, they did that in the first movie. They did that in the second movie. They did that basically in the third fucking movie. Terminator's chasing a dude. Got to kill somebody. We got to kill this motherfucker. Okay. Well, it's not going to be John Connor this time. Okay. But now what are we talking about? A Terminator's going to chase somebody and try to kill him. Okay. They've done that shit. They've already done that. So if you're going to do it again, what the fuck are you going to do about it different to make... The only reason anyone's trying to make Terminator movies, in my opinion, also, and again, I'm being a complete douchebag here, is because they're just trying to ride that wave of Terminator 2 being the best action movie ever made. Every single time they've tried to do it, they're banking on the Terminator name, and it never fucking works because people don't realize it wasn't that. It was James Cameron and the writers and the editors and all that shit. And then it's the same with any other movie franchise, but it's the same thing I'm always harping on. You just keep fucking rehashing the same shit and it almost never works. There's outliers, but it almost just never works. Okay, so Dan Trachtenberg, if he does, what I think he's going to do is he's going to make a movie. He's going to do the same thing. If he's going to go to it, and I don't know this motherfucker that well or anything. I don't know him personally. But if he's going to try to take it back to his roots like you suggest, which I wouldn't say is a bad idea, but what are its roots? A Terminator chasing a guy because the Terminator's got to kill him, or a girl or somebody or a thing, right? Okay. Now, again, there's going to be diminishing returns because that's about 3/6 of every Terminator fucking movie. It's a Terminator chasing somebody to kill him. Okay. And it's either now in the first Terminator, it was a horror movie. In the second Terminator, it was a fucking action movie. And every other Terminator was just CGI bullshit. And I don't care. And most of America didn't either because they didn't do that well. Now, I would also say I didn't really have a hate boner for Terminator 3. I don't hate Terminator Salvation. I don't like those movies. But I don't, you know what I mean? It's like talk to the hand. It's just let's get, you know what I mean? It's just, that's what I mean. So, but going back to now, okay, Dan Trachtenberg's going to we're going to go back to his roots and they've tried every angle from that world that I've seen of where they can do it. The only way you're going to like blow my mind is if you do a Terminator movie completely through the eyes of like Miles Dyson or something or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like just a complete 180 from something they've never done. But even then, because they've had the movie or even the two movies where it was just focused on to a complete future. Or no, Salvation was the only one where it only took place in the future, right? Because Genesis was the shitty one with girl from House of Dragon or the dragon shit, whatever, dragon bitch Khaleesi, whatever, and then the one after that was the one where old man fucking Terminator and John Connor gets shot in the head, right? See, I lose track because they all, you know what I mean? So, and then there was the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which actually was that actually was interesting, but he can't do that. But that's the thing. He can't. So what's Dan Trachtenberg left with? He's going to have to recycle something. And that's where you lose me. Now you can get other people with that, but and again, I'm not trying to speak for everybody. I'm just saying, why am I saying it's going to suck? Because basically he can't do anything original because they've kind of, and if you did, I don't know, maybe I'm never the guy that doesn't want to be surprised, and I'll eat a fucking shoe right here on stream if he makes a good Terminator movie. I'll fucking do it. I've said that about the goddamn Street Fighter movie. I've said that about every the fuck thing else. You know what I mean? But still, I don't see it, bro. I don't fucking see a good Terminator movie. It's not because of him per se, but
everything's
I want to see
done.
something original. Every fucking thing has been done. And the whole thing about the Terminator is I'm a T-800 or I'm a T. Now he's liquid metal. Oh, now he's liquid metal and he's an exo. Oh, you know, I mean, it's like I don't. Now Dan Trachtenberg's going to take it back to his roots. Okay, a robot chases a girl. So we're just getting Terminator 1 again. Okay, cool. So that's going to make the same kind of money that Terminator 1, Terminator 2 made or fucking any movie. I don't see it, man. I just don't fucking see that. So,
well, think about Prey. Think about how much you liked Prey.
But there's more to do. There's more to do in the Predator franchise, in my opinion, because it's not rooted in just time travel and shit. Because it's more of a environmental kind of thing, and it's not, because that's the thing. It's not. The whole Predator franchise is not based around Dutch Schaefer. It's based around the whole focus on those movies are a predator going after some shit. And it's kind of cool. It's like Predator 1, he's in the jungle. Predator 2, he's in the city. But then guess what, Wes? They started to get fucking shitty after that. There hasn't been a good Predator movie until Prey. But you know what was cool about that? It was in the fucking past, Wes. It was where everybody's using goddamn sticks and stones and shit to fight a fucking predator. That is interesting. Now, you're gonna send Terminators into the fucking 1700s? And I'm going to watch these motherfuckers with muskets walk around and shoot I'm sorry, that's just not going to be interesting to me. Whereas with a Predator, because is he going to go kill John Connor's granddad? Is he going to go kill Sarah Connor's great-great-grandpa? Is that what Dan Trachtenberg's big, he's going to go even further back into the past, bro.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
He's going to go so far back. He's going to go back. So he's going to make Terminator Prey where it's Native Americans against Terminators now? No.
Yes.
No. No. Sorry, I'm saying no. That's a no. But
All right.
Okay.
All right.
But again, Wes. Look, I say all this negative shit. If the motherfucker makes a good Terminator movie and I watch it, you know I'm the first person here that will say I liked it and it was good. You know that. I don't. I will put my fucking cards out on the table out front. I think this shit's gonna suck, but I want to be disappointed. I really do. I always want to be disappointed when I think when I'm going in hard in the paint on some shit that I think but the reason why I go so hard is I don't get pleasantly surprised very often, especially as the years go by, because we don't get to see a lot of original stuff. I mean, hell, I'll give you this. I'm not a horror movie guy, but there's more original ideas going on in horror movies like in the last 10 years than there really is in like anything else. You know what I mean? I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So that's why I think you're probably eating really fucking good with the horror and the stuff like that. But like action movies, I don't care. Yeah, and you can do some crazy ass shit. I mean, there can be diminishing returns there too, but I don't know. It's like I look for movies. Dude, there's times I'll get on the Plex. Hey, what'd Wes put on here? I kind of want to. I do want to watch the goddamn fuck. I'm already forgetting the goddamn name. The Wes Anderson movie. The Wes Anderson movie. The Wes Anderson movie.
The Phoenician Scheme?
No, oh fuck, not Wes Anderson. Sorry, God damn it, the one that just came out with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he doesn't direct these kind of movies. And Benicio
Paul
del Toro's
W.S. Anderson.
Yeah, Paul W.S.
One
Anderson.
battle after another.
Yeah, one battle after another. Yeah, like I want to watch that. That movie looks pretty fucking interesting to me, and also. That's a director that's doing something a lot different than he's done before, so
yeah,
that things like that are what interests me. But just I get so fucking tired of just, oh hey, even the He-Man movie looks interesting, but I still talked shit, and it still might suck. It looks good. I'm really happy with how it looks and things like that, but it still might not be a good fucking movie. But I could be fucked there too.
Okay, aside from Terminator, there is another franchise you could revitalize, and that is a live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because apparently they were supposed to have The Last Ronin. They canceled The Last Ronin because they want to focus on like a more family-friendly Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So that could be another one too. Like, yeah, I think they're going the traditional route with the live action. So would you be more open to like that other than Terminator? Like if he wanted to revitalize that, and he could do original movies, but this is just like speculation though.
Get John Carpenter involved and then let's talk. I want John Carpenter to do a Ninja Turtles live action movie in some capacity, even if it's The Last Ronin. Sure. I think that would be interesting. Why the fuck not?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
what the fuck does John Carpenter got to do with Ninja Turtles? Fucking nothing. But about every the fuck thing else he's at. And you know what I like about John Carpenter is like he does the shit for the love of the fucking game. To me, you know what? Does that make any kind of sense? I don't know. When I listen to a lot of interviews with him lately, and just to listen to him, and even I've listened to like commentary for some of the movies he's done and stuff, like the way he views film is, I think, the way I view film, where you don't want to take the shit too fucking seriously, but at the same time, you know what I mean? You don't want to be, I don't know, but you also, how the fuck can you take yourself seriously when you're doing other people's material? Oh, I'm putting my spin on it. Nah, it's still Shakespeare, motherfucker. You're just doing Shakespeare. You're going to put your spin on it. It ain't yours. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. And that's all I can really say about it.
Okay.
So, but I can't stress enough, if I'm pleasantly surprised, I'm pleasantly surprised. But Wes, haven't seen a good Terminator movie since 1991, bro. So, I mean.
All right. So let's talk about that Fallout finale. So we had introduced Liberty Prime, Vault Zero, and the new Kaiser. Hey, you should be happy. We're probably going to get a lot more Macaulay Culkin in season 3.
My God.
Here's a rundown of the finale. The core emotional arc concludes in a tragic, mind-bending confrontation between Lucy and her father. Hank is confirmed to be an Enclave asset. He's been working on a miniaturized version of Robert House's mind control tech chip, small enough to be undetected once implanted in the neck. Lucy attempts to turn the tables by using one of the chips on Hank to force the truth out of him. However, Hank triggers a fail-safe device on himself in a final act to sacrifice to keep his secrets safe. He wipes his own memory. He survives as a blank slate, but no longer recognizes Lucy. The mother twist. Flashbacks revealed that Steph Harper was actually Hank's original wife in 2077. Hank only married Lucy's mother, Rose, after being unfrozen in 2060s. So, yeah, he didn't die, but he got his memory wiped. So I was a little bit wrong on that, but I'm glad that we're still having Hank in the series.
Well, that's what I was going to say is it's going to be interesting to have him in season 3 because they're going to be basically babysitting him, is what I think. They're not just going to leave him there on the fucking steps of the Lucky 38 to get ate by a fucking death claw. You know what I mean? So they're probably going to, he's just going to be like, I think Lucy's going to be trying to like reteach him maybe who he was, or I don't know. I think that might be a cool dynamic because I like Hank. It's kind of weird because I get where he's coming from, but he's kind of been indoctrinated, you know. He's not dumb, but he was easily manipulated, I think. So everything he's doing, I think he really truly thinks he's trying to do the right thing. But yeah, he and the Enclave are, you know, mega bad. We've already talked about that. But I think, well, okay, so I'm trying to think.
I have an idea of kind of where Mr. House is left. Like maybe he's going to manipulate the freshly kind of amnesia Hank, because I was afraid that
but he was blinking. Hang on, he was blinking back onto the computer when Lucy and Max was there though. So I think he's going to talk to them.
But there is that Pip boy, the Mr. House Pip boy.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pick that up eventually. It might be Hank. I don't know. He seems like very easily manipulated for Mr. House, I guess. That's what I'm assuming. But he might not. It might just be him acting dumb around Lucy and Maximus for season 3. I'm glad they're keeping it in Vegas too. I like that they're keeping New Vegas for the next season, and then kind of moving on with the Ghoul and another.
But man, I hate that too, though. God damn it, because I wanted them all to be together for the next season, and now he's going to Colorado. Is Lucy and Maximus going to go chase him, or it's like, is it going to be? I got to watch 3 separate stories again. Like, damn, I was kind of hoping to get away from that.
Well, it says the Ghoul Cooper Howard finally gains access to the managerial cryopods in New Vegas thanks to the deal with the digitized Robert House. Cooper finds the pods belonging to his wife and Barb and daughter Janie, but they are empty. Inside Barb's pod, he finds a postcard from Colorado with a note: Colorado was a good idea. This confirms they are alive and sets his sights on the new territory for season 3. He abandons his Pit Boy and House's original digital presence and begins the trek. Is this... So I was kind of like looking at stuff on Colorado. Is this part of like a canceled Fallout game that takes place in Colorado?
The canceled Fallout game was Van Buren. Now there might have been some. The only canonical game that where they went to Colorado was, I think, Brotherhood of Steel, which was it was kind of like a spin-off game. But I don't know much about the lore on Colorado and the Fallout games, because like the Legion was part of Van Buren. I think like the Powder Gangers were part of Van Buren. A lot of the ideas that was in that canceled Fallout game was put into New Vegas. So Some of the storylines, some of the stuff like that. But Van Buren was supposed to be like a fully 3D Fallout game, just like the first 2 were, hexagonal movement, turn-based combat, stuff like that. But I think now I don't know what they'll do in Colorado, if I'm being honest, because I don't know much about the Fallout lore regarding Colorado. So what I will assume is that's going to be kind of the new stuff. Like they're going to finally get away from like kind of established things. They're going to I don't imagine the entire next season's going to involve New Vegas. I don't. It would be cool if they did, but I think they've already got their member berries from New Vegas. Does that make sense? I know that what'll probably happen is the Legion's going to march on the NCR they're going to march on the kids are there with Mr. House. Mr. House wants to protect Vegas. The Legion's coming. Okay. The NCR is there too. So but what I'm also going to assume is they're going to deal with that in 1 to 2 episodes. All that shit's going to resolve itself. And then what I would guess is they're going to need some reason to go find Cooper, or House is going to manipulate them to go find Cooper, or I don't fucking know. But it doesn't make any sense to me that the three main characters, two of the main characters were together. Now the other two main characters are together. Now this main character's fucking off. And then, but also the reason why I say that is they made such a big deal about Kumail being in Fallout, and then he's in half an episode and he gets fucking killed. So they're not above wasting motherfucking people on they did it like, okay, we saw Macaulay Culkin stab a guy in every promotional material for that. Happens in the last episode, he stabs one of his own people because he's lying to become Kaisar. It's like, you could have done that shit in the episode the Legion was in. So what you know what I mean? Like that's why that plot line all kind of just fucking doesn't sit well with me. It's like, and all that shit's like an afterthought. They needed the Legion in there because the Legion were the main antagonists of New Vegas. That's what it seems like to me. And then they kind of shoehorned them in. That's why I think they're not going to do fuck all with them in the next season. They're going to be, because they marched on New Vegas. Cooper fucked off. Max and Lucy are up there. House is going to blink back in. Oh no, the Legion's marching in on so they're going to resolve. And also, there's still a bunch of death claws. They didn't kill all the death claws, I don't think, did they? Or did he? Did he kill every death claw?
I think they did. NCR helped clear out the rest of the death claws.
That's right, yes. The NCR, yeah, we got it from here. So, but now they're getting ready to fight the Legion. So, what's up?
Yeah, let's, so I'll just go through this real quick. Maximus has his most Paladin-like moment yet, though not under the Brotherhood's banner. Maximus defeats the people of Freeside defends the people against the horde of Deathclaws when his power armor fails. He fights on foot using a pool cue and a roulette wheel as a shield. Just as he's about to be overwhelmed, the new California Republic arrives in force to finish the monsters. Maximus survives and eventually reunites with Lucy inside the Lucky 38 casino. So, did you get like a boner from the sniper rifle shot?
Well, it was funny because that literally was almost a 1-for-1 shot from the intro to the game New Vegas. Literally, that's what that was.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I remember that.
It was fucking cool. Because the Rangers are like kind of iconic in that game, because they're like a fearless, faceless fucking, they're part of it. And like NCR kind of gets a bad rap. They're not necessarily 100% evil. It's just, you got to look at it for, okay, so, what's the big problem in the old West? Oh, we don't want no law. We don't want no government. Government's just trying to get law and order for everybody, but you motherfuckers don't want that, right? Well, that's kind of how it is in Fallout. The NCR is just trying to be law and order in a world that doesn't want law and order. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Law and order seems to work until it's corrupted or whatever, and that's not to say things aren't corruptible, but my main point is the NCR are the closest things to good guys you have, and for the most part, they've been led by good people. So the NCR being around is a pretty decent thing, but I don't know how much they're going to be involved in, because again, they're the new California Republic. They're in California. They're not in Colorado. They're not in the Commonwealth. So, well, there has been things like that. There's not, I don't know. I just think the New Vegas stuff is not going to last much of season 3. I don't think it's going to be the whole part of it. I think it's going to that's going to resolve itself in 1 or 2 episodes, and then who the fuck else? Well, we also know that, and I'm sure you're going to get to it, but what's his name? The leader of the Brotherhood is now pissed off,
Elder Quintus.
And he's going to, Elder Quintus. I fucking love that. That guy's awesome. But they got the Liberty Prime schematics, so they're going to make Liberty Prime, which is just a big fucking robot. But yeah, so the Brotherhood's still going to be involved. But I don't know. That's kind of another weird thing too. Like the Brotherhood of Steel even though they have been like religious zealots in the games, they really aren't portrayed like that. Like they're like
Yeah,
kind of
really.
like beating the fuck out of their own soldiers and treating them like shit. It's that look, are they religious zealots? Yes, but they don't really, even in New Vegas, dude, they're not doing that shit. Like they're not, they do kind of fucked up shit. Like they put bomb collars on people to make sure they're gonna, hey, I don't know if I can trust you. So I'm gonna put a bomb collar on you and make you do some shit for me. But if you do this shit, I'll take the bomb collar off. And they do. They're men of their word. Um, but they're very fucking like callous in this version of Fallout in the TV show. And it's even worse now because like the other chapter, I don't remember there ever being a civil war with the other chapters. Like it was just Brotherhood of Steel's Brotherhood of Steel. They're big. Okay, now here's the thing. That's not to say they want all technology for themselves and they don't think anyone else should have it because they think they're the only ones that know how to use it. That is inherently not a great thing, of course. However, they don't make a habit. The one other thing they do is, yes, they don't like abominations. If you're not a human, then you're an enemy. That's okay. Again, that's also not a great thing. But my bigger point was in the games, they don't portray like they're not hurt. You don't see them necessarily like hurting their own soldiers or torturing their own soldiers, kind of like they did in the TV show. Not really torture, but you know what I mean? Like they're very callous. They're way more callous acting in the TV show. And maybe that's just because 20 years have gone by and whatever, but and I know I'm jumping around all over the place. So you can go back with the rest of the synopsis. All these things lead to the other things, and then I reference the games and
yeah, we can also talk about some of the theories going into next season, but there's also like back in the vault, Steph activates phase 2 of the Enclave's plan, sending a signal to a massive fortress in the snowy mountains, likely the Enclave's headquarters in Colorado. So it looks like that's going to converge with the Ghoul. And then, we already talked about Macaulay Culkin finds the note from the original Kaisar declaring the Legion, ends with him, hides the note and crowns himself the new Kaisar and marches his army towards the Strip. So we have Kaisar's Legion, and we had the NCR. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, a little bit of a war breaking out maybe. And you think it's going to be resolved in a few episodes?
I do, yeah.
They don't really seem to be rushing a lot of this stuff though either. Like, I mean, they have so many. That's my criticism of this finale is like, they were building up a bunch of stuff, but then even though some of it felt like a finale, a lot of it was really still open. Like the Ghoul, I mean, I guess he had they weren't in the pods. He knows where they're at now, whatever. And Lucy, she probably had like the biggest arc where it led to a finale. But then you have like the stuff in the vault. It didn't really go anywhere. I mean, they found out about her and then it's a cliffhanger.
How convenient every single one of them got ate by rad roaches. You know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah.
That's so it's just the reason why, look, that's why I was saying all that vault shit was just all a wet fart. None of that shit. It was just to pad out runtime. All that shit was really. It's and it was even worse because they didn't release all the episodes at once like they did with season 1. So it's like, that would have been okay if they did it that way, but they didn't. It's when you're waiting, I have to wait a whole fucking week and then, oh, cool. They choked him out. Is he dead? Are they going to kill him? What's going to happen? Oh, I got to wait 2 episodes till I find out. And then, I send a hasty note to my dad on the fucking radio waves. And then, now I'm getting dragged around again. Now you got to wait to another episode. And then, we're going to kill you. You're bad. No, don't kill him. And then rad roaches come when they're about to kill him. And then now all the people that were going to kill him are dead. That's real convenient. And then, so what the fuck was all of that about? What was that about? Why did I need to see any of that? It was literally just to make me concerned about a fucking dude. And I wasn't, because I didn't give a fuck about any of that. Like, it was just seemed like they didn't know what to do with them.
So did you like the season? Did you like season 2?
I like the season, but I still maintain anything that had to do with the Vault Dweller stuff was all dumb. I didn't care about any of that, except for what's her name, the Canadian girl. But even then, like none of that really ended up owning up to anything. Oh, she was married to Hank. Okay. But that almost seems like they just had to shoehorn that in, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my major complaint.
I still like this season.
I like the season, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. They had so many open, loose threads in the finale, and just kind of like, okay, until next time in 2 years, and it's pretty frustrating, especially
it's like just go ahead and finish a couple of stories, and then I like the characters. Now, what are you guys gonna do? Like, it's okay to end some things. You can't even really say the whole stuff with Hank is ended because he's still alive.
No.
He's a zombie. Yeah. They're not just going to wave him away. Now you've got a docile, fuck, what's that guy's name? Why can't I remember his fucking name? His real name.
Oh, Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. It's like, yeah, I almost don't want to watch a Fallout season without him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I like his character. I like his character. So it's good. I am looking forward to just him kind of being like, oh, Lucy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I think that'll be cool. It's also kind of cool because I think that's something I've read. I know I've read it. Like, people like Hank McClane's character. They like him. So I think that's why they kept him, and they had a way to, like, make him good, even though he technically really wasn't bad. He did bad things, but that's the thing. That's what's great about Fallout. Everything in Fallout is gray as fuck. Okay. Most people really believe in Fallout, especially that's why people revere New Vegas for the writing and why so, because nothing is good and evil in that game. It's you're going to do one thing and this is going to happen, or you're going to do this thing and this is going to happen. Neither one of them's good and neither one of them's bad, but how do you feel about it? Which one are you going to be able to sleep with at night? You know what I mean? So the fact that there was more of that in season 2 is cool, especially with Hank's character, because he really was a nice guy. He wasn't like outright just walking around shanking motherfuckers. There was a couple times where he acted, and he wasn't wanting to blow people's heads up. It's just the ends justify the means, or the means justify the end. You know what I mean? So, and then because he just thought he was doing the right thing. And now you get to actually have him where he's not doing anything wrong, but he's not in control of his own actions per se. So that will be an interesting dynamic. I don't want to see all the main characters split up. That's not a Fallout thing, dude. Fallout games are you play the main character and you meet other people and they come with you. They're with you. Now you can't because of game balance and stuff, you can't have every companion with you at once. But that's a big deal, is like you have companions and you'll talk to other people, and the companions you have change dialogue and they change things in the story. And so, you have Lucy and the Ghoul, and then you have Lucy and Maximus, and then you have Maximus and the Ghoul, but you don't have Lucy and the Ghoul and Maximus. And I kind of want that. And then maybe why can't they, so but now it's kind of a wet fart ending, really. It was a good season, but I don't feel fulfilled at the end of it.
A lot of it's a setup for the next season, it seems like.
Yeah, and then all that makes me think is, 2 years from now in 2029 or whatever, I'm gonna watch 8 episodes for another wet fart ending.
Okay, so I pulled some talk about the next season, some predictions, and I'll just go through like batches of these. So the Colorado arc, Vault Zero, and Enclave. Prediction: Season 3 will move the primary setting to the snowy Rocky Mountains, focusing on the search for the original management. Vault Zero / the Calculator. And Fallout Tactics, Vault Zero is a command center for all other vaults. This fits perfectly with the Ghoul's search for Barb and the management. Prediction: Barb isn't a victim. She's likely a high-ranking official within Vault Zero, potentially integrated into cold storage think tank. The Enclave's true face Now that we know the Enclave is the prime investor in Vault Tech, Colorado will reveal their proper base of operations. Expect to see higher tier Enclave tech like X power armor and intelligent super mutants like Frank Horrigan Light acting as their muscle. Does that seem like pretty accurate what you think you expect to happen? Or
Well, I mean, we can tell that the Enclave base is in Colorado because it's in the mountains. I mean, and so that makes sense. And at Vault Zero, I knew about that because that's Fallout Tactics. I've never played Fallout Tactics, but I know some of the stuff from that. Frank Horrigan is the main bad guy from Fallout 2. He's basically a super mutant in fucking power armor, but he's like intelligent. The FEV really took to him good. But I don't know, because that's the other thing, too. We only got one kind of small look of a super mutant. Super mutants are a big fucking deal in Fallout, dude, and we haven't got hardly any super mutants. Like, I want to see some super... Like, Fallout is super mutants. It's funky drugs. It's dark humor. It's mutated crazy fucking shit. It's, you know, and some of this stuff, it's like we got death claws before we got super mutants, bro. Like, and not only that, but it's kind of this, you know what one of the biggest criticisms about the game Fallout 4 is? They give you every single thing in the game to make you awesome the very first time you play it. The first mission is you go to a town, you kill a bunch of people, you get some of the coolest shit in the game. You get power armor. You get into power armor. You fight a death claw, which are supposed to be some of the most fearsome things in the game. And you're an hour into the game, and you've already got power armor, and you've killed a death claw. Like, that's... Now, think back to playing Fallout 2, and it took 2 hours to get from point A to point B because you would run into a random event where you would get shot in fucking half by a super mutant or something, you know? They made you too powerful too fucking quick, and it takes away all your agency of becoming badass later. So
yeah, that's one of my complaints about this season too, is that it seems like, even the more I think about it, it's more setup, because you had the FEV introduced, it went nowhere.
Yeah.
Then you had a super mutant show up and barely see him, and then he goes away. Yeah, and I don't know if it's like budget limitations where they can't have super mutants yet and they'll show up next season, but yeah, it's like it's like a lot of setup. I'm like, Jesus, can't you just
a
like
super
make
mutant
one
is smaller than a fucking death claw? I mean, it could you rendered 30 fucking death claws blowing the fuck up in chunks every different way. You couldn't make a fucking super mutant. All I could see was his face, and you basically just pasted that over Ron Perlman. That poor bastard's 70 years old, man. You know.
It probably blew all their budget on the death claws. All right.
I mean, that's what I mean. Yeah. I don't think the death claws are as interesting as like super mutants and stuff.
The Battle for the Strip 2.0 prediction: New Vegas becomes a 3-way or 4-way war zone. The Legion unified, what's his name, Lacerda Leggett, claiming the title of Kaisar means the Legion isn't just raiding party, they are a crusade. They will likely siege the Strip early in season 3. The House always wins, with House's consciousness back. With House's consciousness back in the Lucky 38, expect him to attempt a Securitron reboot. However, without the cold fusion diode, which House might still have or be hunting, he's at a massive power disadvantage. And the NCR resurgence, the rescue of Maximus by the NCR. He has
the cold fusion diode. He still has it.
Is it still in there?
Cooper didn't do anything with it. He acted like he acted because
he kept it in there. Okay.
Yeah, he just because remember the drawer, he put it in there, and then he said he wouldn't shoot it, and then the drawer opened and he put the Mr. House Pip-Boy on, but he didn't. But it would have showed him taking it out, and also why did the screen flicker with Mr. House's image again when Lucy and Maximus were there? He had to give the power to the Strip. He had to. So Mr. House is still there.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. Like, he just throws the Pip-Boy in that chamber, and then it's like, oh, is he stuck on that Pip-Boy? But then it kind of shows him kind of glitch out on the main screen. So I'm glad Justin Theroux's still going to be in it. And
yeah, because he's a great Mr. House. He's fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, and about the NCR, they rescue Maximus by NCR battalion. Suggests they aren't as gone as we thought. They likely have fortified holdout in Mojave, setting up a clash between them and the Brotherhood for the city's resources. So it's basically going to be Legion, House, NCR, and probably the Brotherhood. You think they're all going to converge in New Vegas? I mean, I could see that lasting almost the whole season, honestly, if that's going to be like that.
I don't know, man, because nothing about this season makes me think they're going to stick to anything for any length of time, because they haven't. You know, like everything is just literally, it's like if we went back, and I haven't done this yet, but I probably will. I'm going to go whack and I'm going to watch this whole season front to back with no pauses, where I didn't have to wait a week in between. And it's gonna, you know what I mean? It's gonna gonna show different. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, well, you're gonna see how much shit you're skipping, because you're gonna know how much none of that shit meant. It was just to hook you to stay on. I think that's a bad thing. I think they did. It's like, look, either you're gonna be okay with binging or you're not. But that season was not written with non-binging in mind. It didn't seem like to me. That season was written like it was supposed to be binged, because that's why there was so much filler. Does that make sense?
Maybe they'll change it next season to where, this is going to be a weekly release.
Look at everything that happened in the vault. Look at everything that happened in the vault. Basically fucking nothing. Oh no, where there's a water shortage. Oh no, this one girl's Canadian. No, fucking
Zach
dude
Cherry
went missing
dead.
because he's Zach Cherry's fucking dead. And they don't even show it. Like, it's just, oh no, he's just gone, you know. And then,
I'm sure he's still alive.
Maybe, but it's just fucking weird. Like, all that shit was just dumb. It just was there to pad time, because I don't know. So, but also maybe it's because like Fallout. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I think, look, Fallout is known for post-apocalyptic shit. It's known for humor. And then like the vault stuff. I think the people running the show are like, well, we got to have something going on in the vaults, because that's what part of Fallout is the vaults. You know what's funny though, Wes, is like most of Fallout is you leave your vault. The beginning of every Fallout game is you get the fuck out of the vault, right? You don't stay in the vault. And then you go and you find other vaults. And most of these vaults are either overrun by mutant plants, or they're overrun by clones of a guy named Gary, and the only word they can say is Gary, or they're just completely derelict, or some of them are run by smart deathclaws that could speak English. You know, it's like, that's what Fallout is. It's not, we're still paying attention to these 3 fucking vaults down here that don't mean shit. And then basically it all amounted to, I want to have a snack club. Oh, look, we're dancing. Hey, you can't take away my snack club. Like, I don't know. I could go on and on about all that shit, but I'll stop. It's giving me a headache anyway.
The Phase 2 biothreat. The prediction, the vaults will transition from social experiments to biological weapons. The FVV, the finale, all but confirmed that Phase 2 involves the forced evolutionary virus. The prediction is that Steph and the Enclave will use Vault 33 as a launch pad to release the modified strain of FEV. This could be used to cleanse the surface of non-pure humans. Everyone else, Vault 33 Civil War, Norm and Claudia are the only unchipped variables left. Norm will lead a resistance within the vaults against Steph and her Enclave handlers. So does that seem like... That seems like that's why I was kind of wondering what they were doing with Norm, but that makes sense. And trying to turn everyone into super mutants, is that a thing? Or?
It could be. I mean, because Hank did say that there was people already chipped, but he spent all the season working on making that chip smaller, so he couldn't have chipped that many people. Who the fuck did he chip? You know what I mean? That was the other thing too. Like, it clearly shows like the original chip is like stuck into the back of their fucking neck. He was because that's what he says in the last episode. The next last episode is miniaturization. So see, he only just got it to where it was small enough to actually insert into somebody's neck. So how many people's neck did he insert it into is what I'm wondering. I don't know. And who is it? I don't know.
All right, the final prediction. The ultimate escalation, Liberty Prime Alpha. Elder Quintus is building the God Machine to end the Brotherhood's internal schism. Quintus isn't just looking for technology anymore, he's looking for a legend. By building Liberty Prime Alpha, he aims to force the other Brotherhood chapters into submission. Liberty Prime famously requires the massive power surge. This makes the cold fusion diode the ultimate prize. The Brotherhood, the Legion, House will likely all be fighting over the single piece of tech to power their respective doomsday weapons. So I don't know. That sounds like a season-long thing with the diode in New Vegas, and then probably have the other thing with the ghoul, and then with the vault. Those seem like the major 3 storylines going into season 3.
Yeah.
Thank you. The fake Kaiser, Hank's amnesia. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll probably be on the. I figure he was going to have the Mr. House Pit Boy for sure. That's how I see it anyway. Or maybe it's Lucy, because Lucy's going to have to defend New Vegas too. I don't know. The Ghoul's reunion. If the Ghoul finds Janie and Barb, like, how are they going to react? What's Barb going to be? Is she going to be like the villain and stuff?
Barb will be an old woman probably. I imagine they're going to be aged, because we don't know. You don't know when they got out of the vault. You have no idea.
Yeah, and Janie could be an adult too, and how are they going to react to their ghoul husband and father? It's interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in how the ghoul storyline plays out. But anyway,
Yeah,
I liked season 2 overall, even with all the loose threads and it being basically a setup for season 3. So anyway,
me too.
Anything else to add?
I don't really think so. I did like this season overall. I'm always going to be critical about shit though. That's me. It's like, you can't like things without shitting on it, I guess, That's, you got to look at things, like, if you're not objective, then what are you? Or subjective, or whatever the word is. That's me.
I think it's subjective. I guess that'll do it for this week. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Rate us positively. And we'll see you later.